Hey guys, and welcome back to Scotty Knows. Temperature's dropping a little bit, so dressing for the climate out here. But I have been working on some actually just go ahead and putting the parts list together for both the blue Del Sol and the red Del Sol because I do want to continue to work on both of those. I did get everything finished in the blue Del Sol, as you've seen in the last video. However, everything shifted fine after I put the shifter in. But once I got a load on there, it felt as though it wasn't going into gear. So I think I have to order a new slave cylinder, maybe even a master cylinder, but I'll start with the slave cylinder and get that bled. But it does bring me to my next point. Again, working on a couple of things, watching some football, got some things going on, making me a little parts list here for the red Del Sol, and just was under there messing around with the shift linkage and got that bolted up. Currently getting everything orchestrated and put back together. Hopefully to get this thing soon in running condition. Though I do need to get some axles, engine management. I did paint the bracket for these connectors here, so hopefully that'll be painted here soon. I'll show you guys that. Next, I got to figure out a solution for the throttle cable, which I have heard that some of the B series might work for this. We'll see. If not, I'll have to make something work. But just hooking up some of the loose cables on the end, on the bottom. I do have the transmission dust shield, as well as some of the brackets I'm going to try to put back on just to make everything kind of look good. So with that being said, since I got everything hooked up with the transmission, I am going to try to maybe hook up to the slave cylinder here to see if I can actually get that bled. Hopefully I can get a hose on there. If not, I got to drop this pipe just to make it a little bit easier. Not a big deal, just a handful of bolts over here. So let me get myself together. I'm going to find something to do, hopefully try to stay a little bit warm, find some more areas where these connectors go, and we'll figure it out.
Scotty knows, built the Del Sol from rags to riches. Engine purring, riding low in the city, we ditching ditches. Greased up fingers, wrenching hand tune that flow. Honda dream, speed fiend, ignition's about to blow. VTEC kicking, tires gripping streets, we scorch. Pipes singing, hear that roar like a beast unchained, of course. Scotty's magic, no static, transforming classic rice. From scrapyard to street art, pulled a heist on the spice. On the Del Sol, breathing fire, cruising loud. Built by a master, hands dirty and proud. Pedal to the metal.
Okay, so I got the bracket in, all the connectors are up. I did run everything around, got everything in its correct position. I did wrap all this around and get it connected down here. Even ran the headlight bulbs. At some point I might have to get rid of the reservoir. I'm not quite sure yet. I'll get there when I get there. Of course I do have, I guess, for the AC condenser and AC units here. I have to figure out how to run that, even though I'm not running it, but just to kind of hide the wire a little bit and kind of figure that out. So getting some connections in, getting some notes down. What I'm probably going to do now is probably attempt to bleed the clutch. Okay, so I got the bracket for the coolant reservoir. I went ahead and found that while I was looking for some bolts for the transmission cover. So I got this scuffed up, cleaned up. I'm going to go ahead and get it primed. But in the meantime too, I got the transmission little dust cover all cleaned up. I'm gonna clean it up a little bit more. Just got to find some hardware and I can throw it on. So another one of those things I'm putting on my list. All right, so I got it inside of my outdoor garage. Give me a little ventilation, a little warmer as well, so I can go ahead and get this thing painted. So again, I'm gonna start with a primer, and then I'll follow it up with a flat black.
Scotty knows the code, fast life we embrace. Manual transmission.
So as I let things dry, I got on the floor over there. My other Honda project I'm going to start soon. I've had this car for a little while. I know I kind of showed it in my last video, but not a whole lot going on right now while I got to order some parts and everything. So I did give this car to my buddy for a little while to shave the moldings. Not a big fan of the moldings on the 92 to 95s, so I went ahead and shaved that. Got some of the interior done already, though I got it tore apart, so I'm going to be fixing that. Of course, I got some other parts here. The dash out of the Del Sol, the one I took out in one of the previous videos. Kind of my storage area right now. I need to get myself another little shed to kind of put some stuff in. I think I got 3 or 4 transmissions down here for the D series. I'll probably end up maybe keeping one. I'd like to learn how to rebuild one. I might end up going ahead and selling the rest. They seem to be in pretty decent condition. I can't verify that. But A lot of work needs to be done. I gotta clean up my other little garage here, get myself together, so more projects. All right, so next day here, it is nighttime. I did kind of mess around a little bit. I did bleed the clutch out a little bit, so that works. I will have to probably bleed it at least one more time, but I kind of want to keep things moving while I got some parts going. So I'm going to start working on the interior and start getting my dashboard and stuff in. I just got it wiped down. I'm going to try to get this in here. Hopefully it's not too much of a pain in the butt, and that way I can get all my connectors hooked up. So yeah, let me get going with that and see where it takes me.
Precision. Every driver mission, chase the dream with precision. Skyline Kings, Del Sol's riding smooth. Engines hum, a meditative groove. Custom rims, paint so fresh, gleam unceasing. Turbo boost, speed demon never ceasing.
So kind of got it in there, sitting there. Some final adjustments. Had to get it around the shifter. It was kind of a pain. But hopefully I can get everything just to kind of slide in place, line up, and should be able to reach some bolt holes. Once everything gets lined up, should be good to go. So now I got to find the hardware somewhere in here. All right, now that I got everything set in place, I got the center console with the wires for the thermostat and all that good stuff. Now I get to run this up behind the dash, up and through for the gauge cluster, around down for the radio. So I got everything here, and we'll see if we can get that going. All right, so getting there with the dash, I had to go out and actually harvest the center vent cover for the dash from my other dash that I removed, but got the dash in. Everything is secured. Got the bolts, one there, one in the top center, one on the center console down here, and one on the other side. I even got the climate control installed, and walking around, I'm working on the glove box now. I actually had to go out and find some bolts out of my hardware kit. For some reason, I actually lost these bolts, but I went ahead and found some that work. Everything's secured tight. Get this thing in, get the radio wires ran through, and get the gauge put back in. It should be good to go, but just a little quick update. A lot easier just to go ahead and get it done and show you after the fact. So getting there. So one piece at a time. I'll go ahead and get this thing finished up here and show you guys the progress. All right, so got the dash in. Everything is completed. Got the gauge clusters in. Everything seems to work. Let's see how it goes. Once I get a battery to it. I did put the little grommet on the clutch pedal, that little plastic piece that always breaks, you see down there. I seen a piece, so I figured I'd go ahead and see if that was it. So I got that installed. I do have to install the radio yet, but I got the glove box in. I got to hook up the remote wire to the harness, and then I should be able to bolt this in. Once I get that in, I'll be able to finish the console and get that completed. And then I should be good to go. But I think that's probably going to wrap up this video. I did some work in here, just trying to push out some content. It's been a while, so I want to make sure I give you guys something to view and hopefully enjoy. So yeah, we're getting there, and I got a few things on the motor I want to tighten up. I do have some news coming, so I'll share that probably in the next video. But we're getting there. I got to hook up my fuel lines. Probably have to reinvest in some intercooler piping. Since I did change the setup, I want to get that installed and get that rolling, but we're going the right direction. I'm going to focus some more time on getting this build done. So I want to appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you guys. I hope you guys have a happy new year going into the new year. Hopefully this video comes out just after New Year's. We'll get that pushed out for you guys, but I definitely want to focus more on this build and get this car done. So I do have some news again coming in the next video, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, so I appreciate you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, leave any feedback, anything you'd like to see, anything you'd like me to explain or go over, and then hopefully we'll get this thing going, because I'm really focused on getting this done. So stay tuned. Until next time, please again like, subscribe, comment, and I'll check you guys in the next episode.
Spell mechanical witch, weaving speed and style right in the pitch. Neon underglow.